heading out from Las Vegas, destination, Grand Canyon. Our driver was hilarious, part tour guide, part stand-up comedian. She kept us entertained with fun stories and interesting facts. And after hours on the road, the views made it all worth it. A Grand Canyon tour with Grand Company.
Go on this trip. Sorry. Yeah, by the time we get done traveling today, folks, up and back, it's going to be fairly close to 600 miles round trip. Hello. Yeah, so there's a couple things here, folks. One, because of the length and duration of this trip, and the fact that as a commercial driver, we drive under the Department of Transportation laws, which are federal. For instance, right now they know this bus is moving. They monitor us by GPS. This is a tight trip, folks. We're only allowed to be on duty for so many hours and only allowed to be behind the wheel for so many hours. So it's very important that we stick to a schedule today. If we do not stick to a pretty tight schedule, we won't get back till tomorrow. Oh no. No, so now there was 2 sheets on your seat there. One of them is your itinerary, gives you a rundown of the day. One is a menu that is for dinner tonight after we leave the canyon. Okay, that is not lunch. Lunch is included, and I'm going to explain all that to you a little bit later when I go over the itinerary with you. Dinner is optional. And then you also have your map on your seat there of the Grand Canyon. Hang on to that stuff, folks. It's going to come in handy to you throughout the day, okay? But it's very important that we stick to a tight schedule. Like last chance for the airport, there it is. Nobody? Okay, we're good. So when I give you a time to be back to the bus at our stops today, it's very, very important that you make every effort to get back to the bus on time. Are we going to get back to the bus on time?
Yes.
Woo-hoo, that's what I like to hear. It boils down to being respectful of your fellow passengers. And really, guys, it's on you what time we get back. You know, I can only do what I can do. So it sounds like you guys got a plan going, so I'm going to stick with the plan. Well, our first stop will be the test to see if anybody's going to be late today. Now, I am going to go over a few things as far as the bus goes. One, the bus is equipped with seat belts. They are there for your safety. I would ask that little ones be buckled up at all times, okay? There's also a white line at the end of the aisle before you exit the bus that is called a Stand E line. It's a federal law that while the bus is moving, nobody can be down in the driving area. No, not coming down. I know it's a big, beautiful window. People want to come down and take pictures out of it. No, that can't happen. If you were down here and anything was to happen and I had to hit the brakes, guess where you're going? Out the window. It's big, you'll fit. But yeah, so stay back there at all times, okay? If you have items in your overhead compartment, make sure that you keep those closed. We will be driving through the mountains today. We don't want anything falling out. Now, there is a restroom, toilet, lavvy, baños, loo, whatever you want to call it. It's in the back of the bus. Now, the door slides open. It does not pull open. Now make sure if you go in to use the restroom, folks, that you lock the door. Because if you don't lock the door, it can slide open. Yeah, then we're having a party. Woohoo! You became the entertainment. So everything you need is in there. The black button is the flush button. Now don't try to use the sink back there. It's not turned on. It's non-potable water. They didn't want anybody drinking it, okay? But there is hand sanitizer, everything you need back there. Just gotta lock that door. And make sure when you leave the restroom that you snug the door closed so that it doesn't keep sliding open and back and forth, back and forth. And it's a pain for the folks in the back to have to mess with that. Now there's also power outlets or plugs at every seat. For you folks up front, they are underneath that little table. The rest of you, they are at the bottom of the seat in front of you. They do have USB ports on them. You just have to kind of look for them. It's got a little board that you open up so you can plug directly into that. Now, if you didn't bring your charger with you, not realizing you'd be able to charge your devices up, at our first stop there in Kingman, there's a store right there, and they do sell chargers if you need to pick up a charger or any extra snacks. The first stop is going to be the best place to pick up anything extra that you need because the store is right there. I also have the vents turned on above your head if you need to get some extra air. There are the window screens on the side windows if that has some beautiful sun today. So if the sun starts bothering you, can just pull those down, get some of the sun off of you throughout the day. Trash bag up front. And you can get rid of trash along the way as well at our stops. And somebody had already asked me about the Wi-Fi. Has anybody got on the Wi-Fi yet? No. Well, this is the deal with the Wi-Fi, and they're trying to get it fixed. Verizon keeps saying that it's fixed. I can't get on the Wi-Fi. I think what the biggest problem is that the security on some of our phones will not allow you to connect to our Wi-Fi. Now, I'm not going to do it, but I've heard that you can go to your settings and adjust your security settings. I'm not doing that. But there's no password. You just go to your settings. It's Grand Canyon Tours. But there's nothing I can do about it, folks, if you can't get online. I can't reset the system. I can't do anything about the security issue. That's on, I don't know what they're going to do to fix that. But hopefully some of you will be able to get on. A lot of times iPhone users have trouble getting on. Once again, it's the security on the phone. Okay, keep trying. You may eventually be able to get on. But like I said, there is no password. Okay, that's the deal with the Wi-Fi. Now, has anybody ever been to the Grand Canyon before? Nobody? Oh my gosh. It's amazing. Okay, first of all, you came to one of the most amazing cities on the planet, Las Vegas, and then you chose to go to the most visited of all the natural wonders in the world, the Grand Canyon. But if you are expecting to see the skywalk today, that's that glass bridge that jaunts out over the rim of the Grand Canyon. That's not going to happen. It's at the west rim of the Grand Canyon on the Wallapai Indian Reservation. The south rim, in my opinion, you really do get more of a canyon experience going south, simply because it's a much deeper, much wider, a lot more color. It's much higher in elevation. Like right now, for instance, we're at about 2,500 feet above sea level. By the time we get to the south rim, we will be about 7,000 feet above sea level. So we will be driving in and out of the Kaibab National Forest today. And I'll tell you a little bit about that when we get in the Kaibab Forest area. So you picked a good choice of rim to go to, the south rim. Now, who's never been to Las Vegas before? Do we have anybody that's never been here? We got a lot of virgins. Look at the more Vegas virgins. Are you enjoying your visit here? Yeah. I know, it's awesome. I grew up in Las Vegas, actually. Born in the Midwest, but grew up in Las Vegas. We're actually not in Las Vegas anymore. We're in the town of Henderson, Nevada. Las Vegas is the most populated city in our state. This town of Henderson, this is the second most populated city in the state of Nevada. There's actually another city here in the valley. That'd be North Las Vegas. North Las Vegas is the home of Nellis Air Force Base. We have a pretty big military presence here in southern Nevada. Nellis Air Force Base, the home of the Thunderbirds. They fly around to air shows all over the world. And it's also one of the larger training facilities for fighter pilots. And about 70-80 miles north of Las Vegas is where the Nevada test site is, which was originally the Nevada Proving Ground. And that's where they did all the atomic testing here in the 1950s. And also out there is where Area 51. What is? If you don't know anything about Area 51, that is where we keep the aliens. Out there. That's a very top secret place. It's posted on the fences all around that place that they could shoot on sight. They don't even have to ask you for identification. So that's how top secret that place is. Now, I don't know if we have any NASCAR fans on board, but the Las Vegas Motor Speedway is also in North Las Vegas. We have 2 big NASCAR races here. We just had one the 1st of March. Huge event here in Las Vegas area. Now, we're on the 215 Beltway. I remember when this road and everything that you're looking at around us did not exist. It was nothing but desert. This place has grown a lot. And coming up on the right-hand side is what we refer to as one of our locals, hotels, and casinos over here to the right. That's the Green Valley Ranch. That's where they filmed that TV show Las Vegas that had James Caan in it. That was the fictitious Montecito Hotel. Oh, and also if you gamble, your odds of winning money are a little bit better. Do we have any winners? Why is it so quiet? Nothing? Well, I don't know. We're known as Sin City, but also another one of our nicknames for Las Vegas, we call it Lost Wages. So now you know that the cat's out of the bag, Lost Wages. But if you do get out to those outlying hotels and casinos, your odds are a little bit better of winning money. Now, Las Vegas, it's actually one of the most visited cities on the planet. Last year they estimate that over 42 million people visited Las Vegas from all over the world. That makes McCarran International Airport the 8th busiest airport in the world. So we have so many people that come to Las Vegas from all over, and then they choose to go on our tours or trips to the Grand Canyon. That it's kind of cool to kind of find out where people are from, so you can kind of get a sense of how many countries we have on board. Now, I know I do have somebody that lives in Las Vegas. She's been here for about 3 years. That's not very long. Is anybody else from the Las Vegas area? No? Well, good. Now I can make stuff up. How would you guys know? No, I would never do that to you. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start. This is the participation part of the tour. Okay, so don't be bashful. Be proud of where you're from. Now we're going to start with the United States. If you are from the good old USA, oh, and by the way, happy Easter to those celebrating Easter. If you're from the United States and you want to share where you're from, just give us a shout out. USA.
Florida.
Oh, we have Florida in the house.
New York.
You sound New York? Why you sound so sad? Is it too early in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, welcome aboard, New York. Anybody else from the U.S.? Seriously? It's me, Florida, New York, and the other folks from Las Vegas. We've got to stick together. How about Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, Canada. That's all I know. You're welcome. Go Knights! Go Knights! Are you guys hockey fans?
Yes.
You sound happy about that. Is it too early for you too? I've been to Canada a couple times actually, to Newfoundland. That's probably not where you're from.
Vancouver.
Vancouver, BC. Well, welcome aboard, guys. How about anybody on board from England?
Yay!
Woo, welcome aboard, England. Got some bad news for you. So we called it Las Vegas. Ooh, are you guys hot back there? You're good? Okay, awesome. Now let's get down here a little bit closer to Lake B, guys. Lake B, it holds 9.2 trillion gallons of water. When it's filled to its normal capacity, it is the largest man-made lake in the United States. Let's put that into perspective. The largest man-made lake in our country is in the middle of a desert. It's got 550 miles of shoreline. And depending on the water level, it's anywhere from 112 to 115 miles long. In some areas of the lake, it's over 500 feet deep. So it is a huge. If we did some really great snow in the upper Colorado Basin, so because the water level was down to critical level, so we did get some good snow. It's out of that critical point, but that does not mean that just because you have one good year of snowpack, that does not mean that you can just, let's use the water up. We still have got to conserve, and we're good at it. First of all, we have water restrictions. You are not allowed to water outside in the Las Vegas metropolitan area at all on coast. Once you get down a few feet, though, it does cool off because it is river water, but that surface water is baked in the sun. And this is the Black Canyon mountain range. I guess you see a lot of volcanic rock around here. Millions of years ago, the desert southwest had a lot of volcanic activity. So in California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, you see a lot of volcanic rock. And we're just passing by the old Hoover Lodge. Got a little breeze going there. Blue flag flying, that's our state flag. We're not only known as the Silver State, but our flag is, the battle born state. Well, Nevada was one of the few states that became a state during the American Civil War. We became a state nation before. Now, our birthday for Nevada is very easy to remember. It's October 31st, which is Halloween. So next Halloween, give a shout out to Nevada. Anybody afraid of heights? I hope not. We are headed to the Bypass Bridge, the largest bridge of its kind in the Western Hemisphere. It has 800. Ooh, look at the people down below and to the right. Everybody going to the Gold Strike Trail for hiking. They will be shutting that trail down here really soon because of the heat. But that is an amazing trail that you can hike all the way to the Colorado River. And you have to rope down in like 4 or 5 places and rope back up when you come back. Yeah, there's a lot of them hiking today. It's awesome. Yeah, the bridge is 880 feet above the Colorado River. And we just believe that it was that river that was the driving force that created the Grand Canyon. Amazing. And as we make our way across the bridge, if you look off to the right, you will see the welcome to Arizona sign. Hey, we're in Arizona. Woohoo! The Grand Canyon State welcomes you. Now, Native American tribes from both Nevada to the left, you're going to see what we call the bathtub ring. It's the white line or the lighter color around from the water level up the mountains. That gives you kind of an indication of where the water level used to be years ago in relationship to where it is now. That's a lot of water still gone out of that lake, folks. When we get up here a little bit further, you'll be able to see it better. But that's the bathtub ring. I spent a lot of weekends camping on this lake in the spring and summer when we had a boat. And when we used to come out here and camp and go boating and stuff, the water level was all the way to the top of that white line. So over the years, I've really seen that water level just continue to decrease in volume. Look how beautiful that lake is, man. I still come out here and go kayaking. But can you see that bathtub ring? That's a lot of water, folks. 550 miles of shoreline of that water gone. That's crazy. They do stock the lake with fish. Of years. Geologists believe that it was that river that was the driving force that created the Grand Canyon. Amazing. The planet is, 4 billion years old? So half the age of this planet, you have formations that weren't visible at the time, but of course now are, that are 2 billion years old. It is one of the most studied places on the planet. There's this layer after layer after layer after layer of Earth's crust that are visible, and they're very distinguishable when you're looking at the visitor center. Okay, this is the back side of the visitor center. If you follow the path that says visitor center, right here to the right, there's the path. There's some bathrooms over there as well. Right at the beginning of the buildings, there's the path. See the buses over here to the left? You are not lost. But people call me all the time from the visitor center. Tess, we're lost. Where are you at? The visitor center. Are you out front? Yeah. Go around the back. Where's the back? The other side of the front. It can be very confusing over there. I get a call almost every day from the visitor. I'm at the best parking spot ever. Best parking spot ever. So if you want to do the rim walk, make sure you got your maps with you.